there's something so therapeutic about just touching ceramics. Once you start wrapping your head around that you can talk about a negative situation in a positive way, that's when the healing really starts. The art class it's this amazing opportunity for disabled veterans from all over the country who have never done art before to come to one of the best art schools in the country and apply themselves in new conceptual ways to talk about their war experience.
Being a combat veteran, you go through a lot. You go through certain things and you kind of get lost, I guess, sometimes. You're just kind of always focusing on progressing in the mission, so you don't really get to focus emotionally too much on certain things. So a lot of times those get bottled up. Using art as a way to release that and express it, that's helped me exponentially, because you never really can explain those things to certain people because they haven't been there, so they don't understand it.
It's easier to talk about something when you step away from it. So instead of me telling you my story, which would be sad and put me on the spot, we can now talk about this piece of artwork as if it was a story. So you're literally like taking a part of you, separating it, and then talking about it. And that's the first steps to really being healthy with yourself.
A Marine that I had just become really close friends with become wounded, and being with him in his final moments before he was medevaced, just being there with him, helping medevac him out of the area, talking with him, and just hearing his last words. That's something that's always just been with me. As with anyone who's been with anybody that's spent their last words or their last breath, that's something that never really leaves somebody. Me being an infantry combat vet Marine, coming to an art class like this to learn something like this, that it might reach out to another guy who's struggling, that's been through the same thing. The background that we come from, it's always, you don't show emotion, you just keep going. You're made to be a machine, and we're not machines, we're men, we're humans. Can only go so long living that way.
When some of these guys came in here, like, I would have never touched art before. Like, they don't know it's an option because they think it's something that other people do. They don't think that, combat infantry, Marine, or just anybody who's been to combat and is war hardened, they think that they can't be vulnerable anymore. So they feel like we're distancing from other people, but the problem is we need to be vulnerable, and that's what's going to get us over this hump, and that's what's going to stop the 22 suicides a day that veterans commit. So that's really why I wanted this program to happen too, is to kind of be like, I want to talk to each one of them individually, be like, if I can do art, you can do art. I was like, it's up for anybody. Anybody can do it.